Welcome to Sakhi Soul Stories, where every tale celebrates the sacred fire within women, the courage to dream, the strength to persevere, and the grace to transform every challenge into light. This is not just the story of a match. It is the story of becoming, of how a team of Indian women, born in different towns, speaking different languages, yet sharing one unbreakable spirit, turned centuries of doubt into a moment of divine victory. When the women in blue lifted the World Cup this year, the world saw glory. But what the world didn't see were the storms they had crossed to stand there, smiling through sweat, pain, and disbelief. These women didn't just battle opponents, they battled old beliefs. They were told cricket is not for girls. They were mocked for chasing a dream that didn't suit them. They were judged for being too ambitious, too bold, too visible. But they didn't rebel with rage. They rose with purpose. One of them learned to bat using a broken plank because her family couldn't afford equipment. Another borrowed shoes from her brother and trained barefoot when they tore. Some came from homes where their mothers sold vegetables or stitched clothes to buy a cricket ball. And yet, they all carried a single prayer in their hearts. One day the world will cheer for us. They weren't just training muscles. They were manifesting miracles. Each dawn practice was an act of faith. Each drop of sweat was an offering to destiny. They didn't just play cricket. They visualized victory, feeling it before it ever came true. That's what makes their story magical. They didn't wait for the world to believe in them. They believed in themselves so deeply that the universe had no choice but to align. But the journey wasn't easy. They faced domination. Voices that said, "You're too emotional, too fragile." They faced control, expectations that told them to play within boundaries drawn by others. They faced social stigma, whispers that asked, "Will she ever settle down?" And yet, they smiled, bowed to no one but their purpose, and kept moving forward. They learned the art of quiet rebellion, of letting success speak louder than resistance. They chose focus over fear, resilience over rage. Every bruise became a lesson. Every fall became training for the rise. On the field, they were more than teammates. They were sisters. They shared shoes, laughter, and tears. They picked each other up after every missed catch and celebrated every run like a festival of souls. That bond became their power, a living example of Shakti in motion. When they entered the World Cup final, the air was electric. The world was watching, some with faith, others with doubt. But when that final ball was bowled and victory was sealed, the stadium didn't just erupt, it awakened. The captain lifted the trophy, tears glistening like stars. Behind her were the faces of women who had walked through fire and come out gold. Confetti rained from the heavens, but what truly sparkled was their spirit. It wasn't just a game, it was karma completing its circle. In that moment, they were not just champions, they were symbols. Symbols of every woman who had been told, "You can't," and chose to whisper back, "Watch me." Symbols of mothers who dared to dream through their daughters. Symbols of grace that rises, of faith that never folds. They showed the world that a woman's power isn't in fighting men. It's in becoming whole within herself. That success doesn't come from rebellion alone, but from relentless self-belief. That manifestation isn't wishful thinking. It's seeing the dream, doing the work, and surrendering the result to the divine. Today, when you see them smiling on screen, remember, their story is not about luck, it's about alignment. They turned rejection into rhythm, pain into poetry, and obstacles into the very steps of their ascent. Their victory belongs not just to them, but to every woman who chooses courage over comfort, authenticity over approval, and purpose over fear. To every listener of Sakhi Soul Stories, may this story remind you, the world may try to limit you, but your soul was born limitless. You can manifest miracles too, when your dream becomes your prayer and your heart beats in rhythm with the universe. Because the divine feminine does not chase, she creates, embodies, and conquers. And when she rises, she doesn't just win, she transforms the world around her. This is Sakhi Soul Stories, where women don't just play the game, they rewrite the rules of destiny.